You heard it there, folks. Make sure you only go for things with holes. Yo, what's up guys? Prince Charming. Today we're gonna be checking out 10 things you didn't know have a use. This video is from top 10, so make sure you check out the original video. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. So a lot of things that we're using every single day and we think they're pretty much useless, they're not useless. Never let anybody tell you you're useless. You're always worth something to somebody. No, seriously, I'm gonna be showing y'all things that you didn't know that you use every day that actually have a use. So if you don't do so yet, make sure you follow me on YouNow at Prince Hawkins. Link in the description below. I call you guys live on the air, so make sure you follow me. Also, can your boy get a like up in here? Can you drop that like? Hit that like button for me. Also, make sure you subscribe and turn your post notifications on so you never miss one of my perfect, beautiful videos. And go ahead and comment something you think is useless. I think college and homework, man. Homework in college is so useless. Like, we already have enough tests and quizzes and reading. Why do we have to do homework? Seriously. But stop talking, Prince. Stop talking. Let's check out 10 things you didn't know have a use. Hope you enjoyed this video.
Coming in at number 10, we have extra fabric. If you're a shopaholic when it comes to fashion, you'll likely have a lot of these lying around your house, with you not sure what on earth to do with them. Have you ever bought a piece of clothing and have got a small piece of fabric attached to it with a button?
I've gotten extra buttons before.
Bag? It's a common misconception this is used to sew up patches of ripped clothing. The fabric is way too small, so this is not its use. Manufacturers actually include those little samples of material so you can test how different laundry detergents work with your clothing. Which is actually a very useful idea. So, next time you get one of these, don't put it in a cupboard and throw it away. Test it out.
So the package of cotton you get, you're not actually supposed to use it to like repair holes or patches you have in your shirt or whatnot. You're actually supposed to use it to test how detergents will work on your clothes. Pretty dope. I didn't know that. I usually get extra buttons. The buttons, whenever you get extra buttons in a Ziploc bag, I think that is for like repairs and whatnot. But that piece of cotton is for when you're washing your clothes, so you can just go to the supermarket and then try out different detergents. Buy the one you need. That's pretty dope. I did not know about that. That's actually pretty dope. I'm actually surprised that like manufacturers are that clever with us.
Next up we have padlock hole. Padlocks obviously include a hole where you insert your key. But have you ever looked at the bottom of your padlock and seen a small hole? What could this be? Somebody gets a way to unlock it if you lose the key, while others say it's to save the manufacturers money on metal. But these are both incorrect. That little hole is actually there for a few useful reasons. The first is that it lets water out of the lock if you're using it outdoors, so it won't rust in the rain, and it will keep it from freezing and breaking in cold weather. The hole is also used to oil the lock to keep it smooth and in full working order. So be sure to only buy locks with holes in them from now on. They're much better.
You heard it there, folks. Make sure you only go for things with holes. I remember I tried to teach myself way back in the day how to pick locks. I'm actually pretty good at it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not that much of an expert to actually pick a padlock. That's tougher than a door. But if you ever lock the door on me, you best believe I'm finna be back. I ain't going anywhere. I live here. I don't need a key no more. All I need is a paper clip, and I'm in. Easy access.
Next up we have indentations in wine bottles. Have you ever noticed that fairly large indentation on the bottom of wine and champagne bottles? Some say it's so you can get a better grip while pouring, or that it saves wine companies millions by filling the bottles up less, ripping you off. But that doesn't make any sense, as even the most respected and prestigious wines have these. The reason for these indentations is due to the need for pressure compensation due to the corks that are placed on wine bottles. The sides and bottoms of bottles are weak, and if the indentation wasn't there, they'd crack due to the pressure. Champagne and sparkling wines have an even deeper indentation due to their carbonated nature, adding pressure. And there are even very subtle indentations on other drinks, such as cans of soda.
So it's the little things that really make a big difference. So the fact that we have that little hump, we have those indentations, it basically won't let it to like crack under pressure. I know a lot of y'all are cracked under pressure. Y'all are some ops out there.
Next up we have jean studs. Chances are we all own or have owned a pair of jeans in our lives.
Yes.
Well, on all jeans are these three studs. They're made of metal and look like buttons. And at a glance, they appear to serve no purpose.
At all.
But this is not the case. They were actually first made by the most famous jeans brand in the world,
Levi's.
When Levi Strauss, founder of Levi's, made his first pair of jeans, they were great. Except for one problem. The seams of the trousers kept tearing. This was due to the stress being put on them by the workmen and miners who wore them. The studs strengthen the seams and make them last longer. Today, the materials and production are better, so these weren't as useful as they once were. But it is a cool bit of history and something that makes jeans unique.
I always assumed those buttons on jeans were like, I don't know why, but if you have a shirt with buttons, you click it on. That makes no sense. Trust me, guys. I know that makes no sense. It's just, that was me young thinking, just wondering how the world works. But yeah, copy a pair of Levi jeans. You know, your boy only rock Levi's, and I'm not even being sponsored by Levi's. I'm just saying, copy you a pair. Talk to your crush in a pair of non-Levi's, and then talk to your crush in a pair of Levi's, and see the difference. See how much more they talk to you when you're wearing Levi's.
Next up, we have hole in pot handle. If you've ever cooked with a metal pot, have you ever noticed a hole in the handle? Most assume this is so you can hang your pot up. And while this is one of the hole's reasons, it is not the intended use. Imagine you're stirring some sauce and need to put your dirty spoon somewhere. But you don't want to get anywhere dirty, as that's just more cleaning time later. So instead, you insert your spoon into the hole to suspend it over the pot. This way, any food will simply fall back into the pot, keeping your kitchen clean and not wasting food.
You know, people use pans and pots to cook. We use them to beat motherfuckers over the head with. Y'all seen Tangled? She went to work with that frying pan. My girl Rapunzel, bro, you can go up to her with a Glock and she has that frying pan. She gonna take the dub because that frying pan was doing work. They need to use frying pans in the army, man, because that be doing damage.
Coming up next, we have bobby pin zigzag. I'm sure all girls have used a bobby pin in their hair before. We all know bobby pins for their unique design. They're straight on one side and bendy on the other. But why is this? It's actually so that you know which side should face towards your head. The zigzag side on the bottom of the pin should face towards your head. The zigzags also help the bobby pin to hold your hair better, allowing you to do more ambitious and complex things with your hair.
I never used a bobby pin before. I have used it to pick a lock before. Bobby pins can be for your hair or breaking and entering. Low-key, I'm not trying to sound like a thug, but I can low-key finesse a couple of people if I so wanted to. But I always thought that the ziggity-zaggity part was supposed to go on top of your hair, so this video is teaching me a lot. I'm not a girl, so I don't even use it, but still nonetheless, it's pretty interesting to know.
Next up, we have spike in caps. Have you ever taken a cap off a tube only to find out it has a foil seal too? You likely got a pen or pin to pierce this. Well, if you did, there was no need. If you look to the top of the cap, you will see a dent with a spike in it. Some assume that this is just for aesthetic or design, but no, this spike serves a functional and interesting use. The spike on the cap can actually be used to open those foil seals. Now you can open up anything with ease, even if it does have a protective foil on it.
Like I said, the little things do make a difference. Still though, be honest, have y'all ever used the top of a cap before? I don't think I've ever used it. Even though I have been knowing this trick or whatnot, I low-key still reach for like a pen or a pencil or something. I don't know why, I guess it's just force of habit.
Coming up next is tape measure hole. Tape measures
holes in everything.
By professional builders or people just doing some DIY around the house. Tape measures already have some cool features, such as a serrated edge to make a mark of your measurement point. Well, another secret feature you may not have noticed in tape measures is a little hole on the end of every tape measure. This hole is used to hook screws and nails onto, making sure it's accurate and safe. This way, you can place your nail or screw in the exact right place you measured, and it will even stabilize it for added accuracy. It also means it won't slip, making it safer, as many people accidentally drill or hammer their hands when their nail or screw slips. This is one useful secret feature.
I've never been a person that uses their hands in wood shop and whatnot, because I like my hands. I've seen many accidents of people cutting off a finger or stabbing themselves, and that looks painful. No, but the thing that irks me the most is like, if you ever walk into somebody's house and they have like a slanted painting or something slanted, you just want to bust out your tape measure and like straighten it for them? Or am I just weird?
Next up is hole in Converse.
Holes in everything!
All-Stars are one of the most classic shoes in the world. Not only are they famous for their unique style, they're also incredibly popular, and chances are you've owned a pair before. But what's the point of those two holes in the side of the shoes? If you've ever had Converse, you likely wondered this too. Well, the point of these holes is simple, yet useful.
For air.
It's just for ventilation.
Yeah.
Like many popular sneaker brands, Converses were first made for basketball. The first prototype didn't have these holes, and those who wore it complained about their feet getting hot. So they added these two holes to keep your feet cool while playing sport. Now that's something you don't learn in history class.
Yeah, because people be having some musty feet. Yes, your feet can be musty. If it sweats, it can be musty. Musty is not just for your armpits. Musty is for anything that sweats. So your forehead can be musty, your neck can be musty, your elbow can be musty, your upper lip can be musty. I literally mean anything.
Coming up next, we have bra front strap. Bras. Most women wear them. But here's something both men and women probably don't know about bras. Have you ever noticed the small metal strap in between the two bra cups and wondered what it was for? Well, it was actually put there for two reasons. The first is, it's easier for women and men to take off from the front. That's pretty normal. But the other reason is bizarre. It's actually so that you can quickly take it off and use it as a face mask in the event of an emergency.
No way!
This is an odd idea and is only on a few bras. However, it has
this is not real.
Proved useful before, so don't knock it before you try it.
That cannot be a real thing. So they want you to bust your shirt off, take your bra off, and cover it as a face mask. Low key though, if the situation ever called for it, I'm sure that would be helpful, but that's ridiculous. Especially if you have a girl with like some big old double D's, she's gonna bust her shirt off, take off that bra, it's gonna go bloop. Oh, I need to chill. Well, that was it for this video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. So those were things you didn't know have a use. So I hope I basically educated y'all. Like, I showed y'all some things that y'all didn't know about. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on this video if you want to reply from yours truly, Prince Charming. My name is Prince Hawkham. Stay charming, my friends.